Hey, what is going on, hey guys? So today, this is like a little bit of a view of my setup. It's actually not put together right now, and that's what all this stuff is. So I'm just gonna make a little time lapse and a kind of like a tour of my set. Oop, finger in the camera. Kind of like a tour of my setup. So yeah, let's get this time lapse going. One of the cool things about my room and my setup is that it is pretty much all like smart home connected. So I can use that thing. I'm not gonna say its name because I don't want to set off everybody's if they have one. But I can control the light strip and the fan in my room. So in the back of the desk, I actually have one light strip back here, and then for this desk, I have another light strip back there, and I also have a little mini fountain, which is, I don't know, just a simple touch. But turn the volume down if you don't want to hear me say the name, but I'm going to demonstrate pretty much what I can do with my room. So I can say things like, Alexa, turn on the fan. No, it's just not going to work. Oh, it did work. So yeah, now I have light in my room. I don't know why you can see that. And then I can also say things like, Alexa, turn off the light strip.
Okay.
And then both the light strips turn off either side. Alexa, turn on the light strip.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off the fan.
Okay.
And then it gets dark. So yeah, that's probably one of the coolest things here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off on the left side of the desk and then work my way around. So let's get started. Over here, I have like this little oil diffuser thing. It smells like lemons, so I can turn on the light and then turn on the actual misting thing. This is also RGB because, you know, why not? Over here, I have like a little iPhone stand that for some reason my camera isn't really focused. There we go. It's an iPhone stand. I don't think it's down. Oh, it isn't down all the way. Okay. It plugs in really behind my desk. So the cable goes like right back through there. Comes out through the side. I'm gonna fix that eventually. But for right now, it's all right. I can mount my phone on there. It charges it. It's just kind of like a cool like little stand or whatever to see, you know, if anything comes up, or even watch a YouTube video really. And then over here, I have the Blue Yeti Nano, which is honestly a great mic. It's not exactly the color I like. This is probably one of the colors I wouldn't choose, but it retails for like $100, and I found it for $50 through somebody online, and I was like, it's just too good of a deal to pass up, so I don't really care about the color. Honestly, I mean, it's not too bad, but this doesn't really match, but it's whatever. When the lights are off, you can't even like see like the color of it. For the display, I'm using an HP 25X. It's 25X. It's a 1080p monitor with 144 hertz refresh rate. So it's pretty cool. It's got green LEDs at the bottom of it. And then for the keyboard I'm using the Razer Huntsman Elite. And one of the main reasons I got this keyboard is solely just for this pad, because my wrists, wow, my camera really doesn't like to focus right now. My wrists kind of thin, and it digs into my desk, so this is really a nice help. And it is mechanical, and it's got their purple switches, which it's like lasers now instead of like an actual button, but still sounds pretty good. I like it. And then over here we have the Razer, I believe it's called like it's spelled weird. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I've heard a couple different names. I'm just gonna call it the Basilic mouse. I don't know. You'll know what I mean. But one thing that I really like about Razer is that the mouse and the keyboard both sync up with RGB, so they change colors, the exact same color at the exact same time, so they always match. And then I'm using just a Corsair mouse pad because I had Corsair accessories before the Razer, and I forgot to get the mouse pad. So right now I'm using a Corsair one. Don't mind that sticker. I thought it was cool, and I actually screwed up putting it on my PC, so I didn't want to get rid of it, so I just put it on my desk. We've got the Amazon Dot, as I kind of displayed earlier. For headphones, I'm using the Corsair, I believe it's called the HS50. For the price, they actually sound pretty good, and they're really comfortable too. The padding is really soft. For the computer, I'm using an HP, wow, it's really not wanting to focus. There we go. I'm using an HP computer. I don't know the exact model, but it's got a Ryzen 7, 16 gigs of RAM, and an RX 580 graphics card. Which isn't bad. It plays actually most games pretty well. I haven't had a game where this computer actually fell behind. So I get around 80 to 90 FPS, all max settings at GTA. I don't really have many games I play in here. Forza Horizon 4, I can run at high settings at 60 FPS, no problem. Fortnite, I can run over at 200 FPS. And I play Black Ops 2 still, because this is one of the games I had on Steam that I downloaded. I got it like years ago when I used to game on a laptop, because it was like a game that was kind of new that it could run. So I had that on Steam, I downloaded it. I can get around 300 FPS on there. Anyways, yeah, it's tiny, but it works, and it looks cool. Moving on over here, I have a Subaru poster, which I got at the auto show of the new S209. Over here, we have a little fountain, got that at Five Below, and it's actually filled with seashells that I got when I was on a cruise. So we stayed in Miami overnight, because that's where the cruise ship was. So we got there a day earlier and spent the day in Miami. So I have shells from Miami, I have shells from St. Thomas and St. Martin, the Dutch Caribbean, Dutch Caribbean. And then I also have some from Nassau, Bahamas in there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's got some story behind it. Over here is a mouse pad wrist rest that I use sometimes. I don't know, it kind of depends on how I'm using the mouse. So yeah, again, same story with like this wrist pad. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain it again. Over here, I have a Vizio soundbar, which is paired to my 50-inch 4K TV, which I do have wall mounted. So you can see the wall mount back there. So it does kind of levitate a little bit, which I like. The soundbar sounds really nice, but that's not all just for the speaker setup. And then over here, I have the Xbox One Elite controller with the Xbox One X, which has a 1 terabyte hard drive connected to it. That's really an SSD, really. Hard drive, SSD, whatever. Just another terabyte of storage. I have like 2 terabytes together. And then, yeah, those are I guess the cables for it. Cable management, I did my best for the PC, really. So it's not bad, but I feel like I don't know, I can't really do anything else with it because it doesn't really go well, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, like just the whole setup. But for the Xbox and the TV, there's absolutely no cables on here besides that one that's hanging in. I can just tape that one back up. But yeah, there's like 2 cables over there, but that doesn't really bother me. And then down on the floor, because I have I don't really have another place to put this, but it's a racing wheel that I can mount to my desk and then play it in front of my TV. I use that obviously for Forza Horizon 4. I usually just leave it on the floor when I'm not using it because it gets in the way of my TV. So like when I'm in bed, I like to watch TV sometimes. And just having a big racing wheel right in the bottom of the screen can get pretty annoying. So, moving on over here, I live in Michigan, so I have a giant Detroit poster of the Detroit skyline. Gaming chair is actually not a gaming chair, it's just a regular office chair that doesn't have arms because they don't line up properly. Thanks, China. Anyways, yeah, I can show you what I mean. Like these holes, the arm is supposed to mount right here and right here, but they didn't line up. So, I don't know. Over here, I have a subwoofer, which is paired, which kind of controls these 2 satellite speakers. So I pretty much have a surround sound system in my room. I have to hide these cables. I'm gonna try and get another cable raspberry just to hide that. And same with that cable. But right now they're just kind of dangling there. So it's kind of a work in progress still. And then over here, I just have my clock, a cup, and then my wireless charging pad, and then the Fire Stick 4K remote, and then a lamp that's not plugged in because I don't have much outlets and I don't know what to do with it. So the bed, this is what I mean by like sitting here watching like TV. So if I'm laying down in bed, that's kind of like my view, and I have like a racing wheel to sit there. Isn't that, I mean, I don't know, I just don't like it. Up here, I have pretty much all my iPhone boxes and 2 little figures. I got Mr. Meeseeks and I got Morty sitting on top. I think that's an iPod Touch 4 box, and then this one is the 5 box. And then I have all of the iPhone boxes that I've pretty much had up there. I have some Gucci cologne and a book called All My Friends Are Dead. Thought it was a funny book. I've got a candle sitting up there and a 50 years of Big Mac coin because I don't know what to do with that. Up here, I have some shells and some sand from, can't really see that, but it says Nassau, Bahamas. Let's see if I can get it focused. There we go. I've got a turtle from, let's see, where is it? I believe it's St. Thomas. So I pretty much got a souvenir from everywhere I went. I have a whole lineup of cars that I like. Yeah. Got my tags up there for my car, which are old. I have a turtle, which I believe, where's that one from? You guys see, that's from the Bahamas. Okay, and then I have some sand up here from Saint Martin. Then I also have another candle, a candle inside of a coconut, which smells like pineapples. I have a Ness Amiibo that I got for like $2 at Toys R Us before they went out of business. A secret box, which isn't secret, but it's got some pictures in it. Bahamas, it's a little sailboat, or a pirate ship, I guess. And then my Mega Man Amiibo, which is probably one of my favorite ones, just because I like the color scheme of it. And yeah, it's pretty much my setup. Not much else, really. But yeah, if you guys, I don't know, enjoyed the video, give it a like and a thumbs up. Like and a thumbs up, that made sense. Because those are the same things. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, comment, subscribe, like it. Do whatever to make me happy, if you want to make me happy. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.